Heaven will be a place of Sabbath worship. Will you fit in? Heaven. The word rolls off the tongue with hope, with longing. A place of peace, of beauty, of reunion, of joy. But heaven is not shaped by human fantasy. It is governed by God's order, God's laws, and God's holy day. You say you want to go there, but will you fit in? Isaiah 66:22-23 delivers a prophetic shockwave. For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith the Lord. It shall come to pass that from one Sabbath to another shall all flesh come to worship before me. Let that sink in. The new heaven, the new earth. And Sabbath worship is still taking place. Heaven is a Sabbath-keeping place. So the question is not, will the Sabbath be in heaven? The real question is, will you be in heaven if you reject the Sabbath now? This message is not for the lukewarm, not for the half-converted, not for Sunday lovers dressed in Christian robes. This is for those who dare to face truth, raw, unfiltered, and eternal. God says all flesh will come to worship him from one Sabbath to another, not from Sunday to Sunday, not whenever they feel like it, but on his appointed day. What day is that? It's the day he sanctified at creation, the seventh day, Genesis 2:2-3. The day he etched with his own finger into stone, the fourth commandment, Exodus 20:8-11. The day Jesus honored in life, in death, and even in the tomb, resting on the Sabbath, Luke 23:56. So tell me, Pastor, if heaven is full of Sabbath worshippers, why do you teach your flock to ignore it? Tell me, Imam, if the Creator you claim to revere commands Sabbath observance, why have you cast it aside for tradition? Tell me, priest, if God's eternal law still stands, why have you replaced it with the commandments of men? And you, skeptic, you mock the idea of Sabbath as outdated. But what will you say when you stand before the throne and hear angels keeping it holy? You think heaven will change for you? No, friend. You must change for heaven. God is not adjusting his commandments to fit your culture. He is calling you to conform to his will. The Sabbath is not a Jewish relic. It's a divine reality. It is the rhythm of heaven. It will not be abolished in the kingdom to come. It will be celebrated forever. Revelation 14:12 describes the saved as those who keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Not those who worship on the day they prefer, not those who feel spiritual every day, but those who obey. Let's be blunt. If you hate the Sabbath now, you would hate heaven. If you ignore the Sabbath now, you are out of sync with eternity. If you break the Sabbath now, you are breaking God's covenant and his heart. How can you claim to love God and yet reject the one day he blessed, sanctified, and called his? If you won't worship him on the Sabbath on earth, don't deceive yourself. You won't be worshiping him in the Sabbath in heaven. God is calling, not to debate, not to delay, but to repent. Honor his Sabbath now, so you can enter into his rest forever. Because heaven will be a place of Sabbath worship, and the only ones who will fit in are those who kept God's holy day, not by tradition, but by love.